Hello everyone, my name is Harshita Jain and I'm currently an intern at Lexis & Company. Today I'm going to talk about the concept of live-in relationships. India has witnessed a drastic change in the way the present generation perceive their relationships. The taboo that used to haunt partners in live-in relationships has also started to now fade away, with society opening up about the idea of premarital sex and live-in relationships. This improved mindset is a result of freedom, privacy, profession, and education, and also globalization. Moreover, for most of us, it is not an escape from responsibilities, but a way to understand and our partners to its fullest, and to check that if we are actually compatible with the other person or not. A live-in relationship not only gives the couple an opportunity to know their partner without having to engage into a legally binding relationship, but it also excludes the chaos of family drama and lengthy court procedures in case the couple decides to break up. It involves continuous cohabitation between the partners without any responsibility or obligation towards one another. There is no law tying them together, and consequently either of the partners can walk out of the relationship as and when they want. The Supreme Court, in the case of Indra Samra versus VKV Samra, defined live-in relationship as a domestic combination between an unmarried adult male and an unmarried adult female. This is the simplest kind of relationship. Now, in most of the Western countries, there is a broader understanding of this idea of a couple in a relationship, which is evident in their legal recognition of prenuptial agreements, civil and domestic union of couples, etc. However, it is not the same in India. The Apex Court, in so many of its judgments, has stated if a man and a woman live like wife and husband in a long-term relationship and they even had children, the judiciary would presume that the two were married and the same laws will be applicable to them. In other instances, the Apex Court even declared that for a man and a woman who in love to live together is a part of the right to life and is not a criminal offense. Therefore, live-in relationships are legal in India. Now I'm going to talk about the difference between marriage and live-in relationships. The institution of marriage is a socially and ritually accepted union and a contract between the spouses that institutes rights and legal obligations towards each other. In the light of the diverse culture in India, separate laws have been formulated which lay down the procedure and guidelines for the proper execution of marriages under various religions. Marriage laws have been created to provide remedies for disputes arising out of marriage in different religions. Section 125 of the Code of Criminal Procedure also provides for maintenance if the wife cannot maintain herself. Women can also seek extra maintenance apart from the maintenance received by her under any other law, as per Section 20, Subclause 1, Sub D of the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act. Now, now on the other hand, live-in relationship is, there is no law binding the partners together, and subsequently either of the partners can walk out of the relationship as and when they wish to do so. So there is no legal definition of live-in relationships. Therefore, the legal status of such type of relationships is also kind of unconfirmed. The right to maintenance in live-in relationship is decided by the courts by the Domestic Violence Act and the individual facts of the case, depending upon the situation. Though the common man is still, hesitant in accepting this kind of relationship, the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act provides for the protection and maintenance, thereby granting the right of alimony to an aggrieved live-in partner. Now, what some of the protections against exploitation of women and children in live-in relationships? First comes the maintenance of a lady partner. The right of maintenance is available to wives under all personal laws in India. However, none of the religions, still recognizes and accept live-in relationships. Since no remedy is granted to women involved in a live-in relationship, Indian courts have widened the scope of maintenance under Criminal Procedure Code. Therefore, Section 125 of the Criminal Procedure Code has been it has been provided to give a legal right of maintenance to lady partners in or out of a marriage. Now, what happens in the case of domestic violence? Domestic Violence Act was enforced as an attempt to protect women from abusive marital relationships. They can involve economic, verbal abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, etc. As per Section 2, subclause F, it not only applies to a married couple, but it also applies to a relationship in nature of marriage, which means a live-in relationship. Therefore, considering all this, even in the Supreme Court in a couple of cases has allowed live-in relationships to be covered within the ambit of the law specified. Now, what happens if children are born out of marriage? Out of marriage as in during a relationship or otherwise. Partners living together for a long time may, have the possibility of having kids together. However, live-in couples are not allowed to adopt kids as per the guidelines governing the adoption of children as notified by the Central Adoption Resources Authority. Meaning, live-in relationship couples can have children of their own, but they cannot adopt a child together. Legitimacy and inheritance of the rights of children born out of marriage. Inheritance rights of children are mentioned in Section 16 of the Hindu Marriage Act, where the legal status of legitimacy is provided even to the illegitimate children, that is, the children born out of marriage, for the sole purpose of inheritance. Therefore, inheritance rights have been granted to children born out of a live-in relationship. These rights are available in both ancestral and self-brought properties. Now, custody and maintenance right of these children. The position of the maintenance rights of children out of marriage varies in personal marriage laws. For instance, under Hindu law, the father has to maintain the child, whereas under the Muslim law, the father has been absolved of such an obligation. However, Section 125 of the Criminal Procedure Code, remedy is available for children who are unable to claim maintenance under personal laws. Section 125 also provides a legal right of maintenance to wives, children. Live-in relationships, have now become quite popular concept in India. The law does not prescribe how we should live, its ethics and social norms, which explain the essence of living in welfare model. The court itself notices that what law sees as no crime may still be immoral. In a judgment of 2006, it was said that two consulting adults engaging in sex is no offense in law, even though it can be perceived as immoral. Okay? Of course, such protective sanctions may potentially lead to some or the other complications that could otherwise be avoided by, but simply raising the hammer may not be the best route to taming the bold and the brave people. Awareness has to be created in these young minds, just not from the point of view of emotional and societal pressures, but also the fact that these relationships could give rise to various legal hassles like division of property, violence, cases of desertion by death of a partner, handling of custody, children born, and many other issues when it comes to such relationships. When the Supreme Court's opinion might not have been the undesirable effect on more and more couples preferring to live in a live-in relationship rather than opting a wedlock, it could certainly embolden more young and women, as they would now be convinced that there is no breach of law to live in a live-in relationship. Only one can weigh the pros and cons and take into account the impact of their decision, not only on their family but most importantly on themselves. So I would love to hear your opinions on this concept of live-in relationship. If there are any doubts, any questions, do mention them in the comment box. Thank you.